Alright, let's play a 10-minute game. So I will play against nesrsakr. Hope I pronounce it correctly. So I would choose like London system as my opening, and let's see how it goes. So in the London system, I think a very typical idea is white is trying to set up a structure, a very solid structure at the center. And so if black pushed pawn c4, I can probably move my bishop to c2. Okay, so black is offering a pawn trade. So if I take and if I take a pawn, my structure looks really similar as Caro-Kann. And so if I like make my bishop stay at f4, and if it's captured later, so the d4 pawn is weak. So I will move it back to g3. But probably I should take that. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. e5. So black has. That's a very good move. This is something I shouldn't let it happen because black has a very good attack at the center. If I take the knight, take, and if I check, probably I can get the pawn. So if I take the bishop take, can I play e4? I don't really like the black pawn pushing to e4. So if I play e4 now, take, trade queens, and I can move my king to e2 later. So it's a very balanced opening. So maybe I should move my knight to f3 before I move my bishop to d3 to stop e5, because e5 is a really good move. It opened up this diagonal, and now I think black has a very good opening. Let's see how it goes. So this position is I think it's also very new to my opponent. So it takes quite some time. Okay, so we have the end game. Bishop g4, check my king. That's not something I would recommend, because of course f3, the bishop should still like go away. It's a check, so my opponent really like check my king. Okay, move my bishop to e2. So the bishop has to go back, for example, to e6. Should I take the knight? If I take knight, so this is double pawn, or maybe I can take it later. So maybe I should divide my knight, because it's both of the knights are underdeveloped. Or how about rook h5 to attack c5, knight f6. If I take the pawn, I will have isolated pawn. But rook h5 looks really interesting, because black cannot play b6, and take. Let's do that. That's an interesting move. Attacking c5. Black doesn't have ducks or a bishop to protect c5. And if knight c5, I would take the pawn, take my bishop, take it. But I will have an isolated pawn at the center. This is very weak. Bishop c4. I should probably move my king up to e3. Yeah, maybe I sacrifice my piece development. when I get the pawn. I don't know. Okay, rook e8, yeah. So it's gonna attack my e4, so 92. Bishop g4, knight f3, f5. So probably I will lose the pawn. Okay, bishop, king b8. Maybe. So yeah, so the knight don't want to be pinned. So I will divide the knights. So these two knights are connected to each other. It's pretty strong. And later maybe I will push pawn to b4. Okay, bishop to g4, attacking or pinning my knight. Maybe knight e5 afterwards. So if I move my king to e3, the pawn goes to f5. Go up. Is that crazy? Take, rook checks. King to f2. King to f2, take. I'll lose the pawn. Rook h1 to attack h7. Rook e3, f5, e5. e5 looks interesting. Let's do that. b6, I'll take the knight. So later I will push my pawn to b4. Okay, h5 to... I don't see the point of moving this h pawn. So I will push my pawn to kick the knight. So the queen side, I have the pawn majority at the queen side. So this is a place I could possibly have a passed pawn. And probably I can move knight to b3 and to d4. So this is even better place than knight d2. Okay, f5. f5, should I move the pawn to e5? This is something I thought earlier. If it takes, I can take that. Yeah. So f5 bishop is kind of blocked by the pawns. And it, yeah, unless black sacrifice a pawn. So this g4 bishop is kind in a very bad position. So yeah, as long as my knight f3, the bishop doesn't have anywhere to go. So then I push maybe a4, a5, b5 to kick the knight to e7. So how should I place the a1 rook? Okay, knight e7. What is the purpose of this move? f4, take, knight f5, no worries, don't worry. b6, capturing my rook. I can move it back to c4, it's still safe. Knight c4, can I be a bit aggressive and then later to knight d6, knight c4, b6 is my rook trap. Okay, knight b5, knight d5, check my king. This is a bit annoying. c4, d6, rook to b5, king b7. Do I need to worry about knight d5? Knight d5. Check. Knight c4, knight d5. If it goes to b6, rook to c6. That okay, take the c3 pawn. Bad. Okay, interesting. Should I push pawn to e6? Check. No. B3, knight d5. Can go down. Take. Okay, I will probably lose the e5. What should I do? Maybe a4, knight d5, king go down, take. It looks I'm still safe. Probably a4. Can I do that? Okay, I have spent so much time at this move, so I'm like, I only have 4 minutes. I need to speed up. I don't have any like increment, so I only have like less than 4 minutes. I have to move a bit fast. So b6, rook probably go back to c4. Do I miss something? Okay. Is it? Yeah, this is. If I play knight rook d5, the c3 pawn is lost. I think c4 is okay. So later I will push the pawn a5 to offer some like pawn break. Knight g6. What is the purpose? Okay, targeting e5. Do I lose the pawn? Probably I will lose the pawn. Rook d6. Maybe rook d6 is saving the pawn. Rook d6. If take, I can take the rook. If take rook d6. If take my rook, I can take it with my pawn. If it take my pawn, I can take the rook first, and then I can win the knight. So rook d6, that's a really good move to save the pawn, I think. And then I can move my knight to c4. If take, yeah, I'm happy with this move. Okay. Yeah, knight c4. The c4. Oof. So am I still losing the pawn? c4, take. Knight c4, take. At least I will resolve the double pawn. Take. Can I play knight d6? Knight d6, take, knight knight d6. Knight d6, is there any discover attack? Take, it's fine. Knight f7, yes. Knight f7, I can take the rook. Knight c4. Knight c4, yes. Knight c4, that's a double check. I move my king, take. But my king has a very good structure, I think. Can I move knight c6? Take. Yeah, I think it's okay. If I trade the knight, I move my king to f4. Maybe that's still good. Maybe I'm making things complicated here. So knight c4. Yeah, it's okay. I think my rook is at a very good file. Okay, I have 2 minutes. I have to be super quick. Knight c6. I'll take the rook. Check. Take. I'll have pass pawn. So it's a rook endgame. Oof. Yeah, this is a very tricky moment. Maybe 96 is a bad move. I'm too risky here. Actually, I'm down, like, I have less time than my opponent. It's not wise to play something complicated here. But that's chess. So, I think knight c4 is the best move. King d3, take. What else? Offer a check. Take. King c4. So my king has a better position. Should I move my king to king side? Yeah, maybe kingside is better. But g5, the do. Okay, yes. Here we go. Is there any other move? Rook e3. Oh, that's bad. I didn't realize. Yeah, I lose a pawn. That's so bad. I'm losing. I am losing. Let's see if I have something to do at the back rank. Take the g7 pawn. Probably. Ooh. Do. Um. Take. Hope I can get a draw here. Okay. Take. This is a bad move. I can win at least one pawn. And the blocking is very bad at its position. Oh, this is bad. Do. No. If I take, yeah, that's bad. I cannot do that. No, I'm losing. Really bad. Oof. I'm losing. There's no way I can get a draw here. Yeah, so I think the problem is very clear. So I shouldn't make things complicated when I have like very less time than my opponent. So I think I did not so well in the opening. So yeah, so I think knight f3 is better, or knight d2, developing the knight. So bishop d6, and I should take the bishop. So I haven't think about like black playing e5. So, and also if I take the bishop, I can probably move my queen to g4. I can attack the g7. So this is a weakness, right? I missed that. And black can only use the king or the queen to protect g7. So I should probably do this move. E5, that's a really good move. And now I think black has a better like opening than me. Yeah, e4 is I don't know. I want to control the e4, but maybe since black doesn't have the e5 pawn, I don't need to worry about black playing pawn to e4. Maybe I should develop pieces, just playing as like Caracal. Take in the end game. So bishop e6. Okay, why didn't I take the pawn? So I can win the pawn. I missed that. I play something. Yeah. So that's the problem. For like, in this game, I choose something just more complicated. I just make things complicated. Why didn't? Why did I have to take capture this pawn? But this is the pawn just in front of me. I should take this one. Knight f6. Okay. So can I save the pawn? Probably not. Bishop g4, king e3, yes. h5 is a bit weird. It's not very clear what is purpose. Maybe black should move the knight as early as possible. Knight e7 and yeah, f5 probably to open up the e file. h5 is a bit unnecessary and it wastes time. So I should make my rook to e1 and move my king to f4. So I will have a strong support at the e4. I just put pawn the b4. I clearly like underestimate the attack on the e4. f5, e5, knight e7, a4. Yeah, I shouldn't move the pawns up. I should, yeah, king f2. Play something safe. Protect the pawn. Okay, so knight g6, rook d4, rook knight c5, take, take, take. Yeah, I make mistake at this position. So far white is like slightly better. So if I take knight, things easier. So if I take rook take and I can play king f4, I can attack the rook and also take the pawn. So my king has a very good position in blacking, and the black rook cannot protect f5. So it cannot go to any of the square. So probably rook to e2 and I can protect the pawn, or maybe rook a d1. So I think I will have a very good control at the. Can I play b5 or like this? This is tricky. Maybe rook c7. Rook g8. I will take this pawn. So my king has a very good position than black king. So if the rook goes down, I can take f5. Yeah, and then I can take g7. I think white is better than black. I just making things complicated here. Why did I play knight d6? Because I clearly know black can at least trade the knight at like this, and I didn't get anything better than taking the knight straight away. I just make things complicated here. And rook e3 is something I definitely missed. And then I'm a lost pawn, then I lost the whole game. So that's something I made. I don't have like an advantage at time control, but I choose something complicated and challenging. So that's not wise. So this is what I learned from this game.